Hello, welcome to Lunchtime Refresher or some shit. I forget what I called it. Excuse the hair, it's a little crazy right now. It's just kind of doing its thing. Okay, so let's get the show on the road. So today I've been a little torn about what we're going to do. And so I decided we're just going to do strictly body stuff. Meaning without props. Last time, you can check on IGTV, we used bands and a foam roller and a light kettlebell. So all of these things you can use interchangeably, obviously. So I've had a neck injury before, and well, I've had several. And lately it's been really coming back to haunt me. So I'm going to show you the routine that I do at the beginning of a lot of like weight training classes. So those of you who did Misfits and Rebel Iron will probably recognize this. And I love how it incorporates the neck. And I need more movement there. We all do, but I'm really feeling the consequences of not moving around my neck enough. So I learned this with in RKC in my kettlebell certification. It's so awesome. If you guys ever have an opportunity to take a course from them, I highly recommend it. You will learn so much. Okay, without further ado, oh wait, I want to tell you, if you don't have one of these, you should get one of these. Not only are they great to sit on while you're working at your computer, because I'm already a really fidgety person, as you can probably see, I talk with my body a lot. So really you'll just like bounce around and it'll encourage movement, but you'll also be a lot less likely to slouch. So we're going to use this next time. I'm going to show you a couple things that I like to do for upper back in particular. And next time, or the time after that, then we're going to do foam roller, and there will be a TRX suspension trainer time as well, because TRX is actually bad as shit being good. You can hang it in a doorway, any shitty doorway, so I'm probably going to do it here at my home because no one believes that you can hang it in your doorway. Alright, enough about that. Let's do this body weight shit. Okay, so you're standing tall, and I want you to focus on, especially as we're moving around the shoulders, that you're not allowing like this kind of thing to happen. So stand up tall through your knees, straighten your knees all the way. It's not gonna fucking break your knees like I think a lot of people have heard that it would. And I want you to think about pulling your hip bones into your abdomen and then thinking about keeping your rib cage down. So if you take a loud exhale and think about knitting your ribs together, that's really the kind of sensation that I want you to have throughout this series. But we will start with the neck. So just lower your chin to your chest and then reach your head back. And so my worst neck injury was on my right side, and that's the side that is just locked up. And so I'm moving very gingerly, but you really always should with your neck. And then you'll just go ear to shoulder. And remember, you're not trying to force it, right? I can hear all this like cracking and popping, which makes me feel like whatever's going on in there is breaking up. And then I sweep my chin from shoulder to shoulder. And then very carefully do circles, because reaching my head back is really what bugs it. And then switch directions. So generally I do about 5 to 8 repetitions of every single one of these movements. And then Egyptians. So you'll have your arms out to a T, one palm up, one palm down. Legs are a little wider for this one. Make sure your ribs are down. You'll reach to the side where the palm is up, and then switch arms. Also feels really nice. I'm getting like numbness, tingling in my index finger, and it is not cool. But you know what? I can still do shit. So remember, injury isn't a reason to not do anything. So then we have internal and external rotation. You can actually see how my wrist wants to cheat it. See how there is stay put wrist. So it's not about how far you can go with cheating. It's how, like this, right? It's how far you can go while keeping everything as I mentioned. So I have really limited range of motion right here. Remember not to let your head jut forward either. Then from there, I extend my arms and I roll the wrists in one direction. Ooh, poppy. And then I switch directions, which is surprisingly hard to do. And then shake the hands out, roll the shoulders in one direction. Feels amazing. Roll the shoulders in the other direction. Your circle, or your shoulders like circles. Then, legs a little wider than hip width apart, hands on your hips, and you'll roll the hips in one direction. I know, this is where it gets sexy. And then we switch directions. Again, you're keeping your navel pulled into your spine. And then you'll step your feet together, bend at the knees, hands on your thighs, roll the knees in one direction. So I keep my feet down while I'm doing this, and then switch directions. And then come to center and straighten and bend. So I'm keeping my upper back flat, just getting some movement behind the knees, especially if you're sitting on your ass all day. You need to elongate there. But as I said last time, not a fan of static stretching. So then from there, step down into your left foot, right foot comes out, and you'll point and flex, point and flex, and then circle the ankle in one direction, big circles, switch directions. Again, you'll do about like 5 repetitions of these, and then you'll bring that leg up. I'm gonna adjust this so I'm not like super far away. Am I gonna drop it? Okay, better, right? Yeah, okay. So then you'll bring that leg up and you'll circle the hip. So I keep this range of motion pretty small because I have hypermobility in this hip. And so when I make really big movements, it irritates my hip. And so I want you to notice if you have something like that too. Popping isn't necessarily a sign of anything bad as long as it doesn't hurt. And then kick this leg back and forth, hold on for balance if you need to. And then I like to kick the legs side to side. Okay, so then put the right foot down. Same thing on the left foot, point and flex, point and flex. Full articulation as far as you can go, but don't work through pain and don't bounce or force it. And then circle the ankle, big, big circles. Holy shit, my ankles are tight. Switch directions, big circles, and then bring that leg up. And again, take it easy. But this is a ball and socket joint, right? So your hip likes circles as well. But when do we ever make circles with our hips unless you're in a sport like a martial art or a dancer? So these bad boys get locked up. And then kick back and forth. And then kick side to side. And that's it. So just like a head to toe refresher. You know, I don't know the kind of shit that you guys do because I got a weird job. But I've heard it's a lot of meetings, it's a lot of Zoom calls, it's a lot of, even more so than before, sitting around. So try to get up during calls when you can and just do at least part of it. Just do like the upper body portion, lower body portion, just wherever you feel like you need it. Break it up throughout the day. That took like literally 5 minutes. But you will be amazed at how much better you feel when you just allow blood to flow in your body. You'll think better and you'll probably hate your life a little less. No promises though. Okay, my name is Karis. Thank you for coming. I'm going to try to do these every Tuesday, but I'm only going to do them if I have something good for you because otherwise it's fucking stupid. Love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. I will see you later this week for another live. We're going to talk about abs and diet. See you later.